wonderful people out there. You're welcome to Helpful Purpose with Pastor Mrs. Mma Boniface Bauer. I'm glad to have you at the other end. You're welcome. Do you know, as a helpful woman, you are expected to produce wine from your grapes? Yes, that relationship, that marriage you are in, you are expected by God to produce a harvest, to produce something that could be beneficial to others. How can my relationship, you ask yourself, how can my relationship be beneficial to others? How can it help others? How can my marriage be a blessing to others? Yes, we look at the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 1 to 16. We won't have time to read all that. I want you to read it on your own. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 1 to 16. Now with a story of Hannah. Hannah, you know Hannah, the husband had 2 wives and Peninnah had children, but Hannah had none. And you know the story already, how she cried and cried and cried to God. He kept on lamenting, and the husband told her something. He said, am I not worth more than 10 sons to you? But she said, no, there's a place for the husband. There's a place for sons. You know, but that's in verse 10. The story continued and told us how she went to Shiloh that year and cried to God. She dropped her grapes. The crushing situation, she didn't want it to end without a testimony. She laid it at the feet of the Lord Jesus. She took it to the altar in Shiloh, and even the priest came and said, why are you drunk this morning? He said, no, out of an anguished heart, out of a heart of sorrow, I'm just trying to pour out my heart to the Lord. And she told God that she made a statement in verse 11. That is where we're looking at today, where she turned her grapes into wine. She said, Lord, if you give me a son, I will return him back to you to serve you. Now she has turned the grapes to wine. The Lord now said, yes, now you have come. And the Lord turned around the situation, and that was how she had a son and fulfilled her vow. What are we saying? You are in that situation, in that home. You're in that situation, in that marriage that may be very strong and terrible and crushing. But the Lord wants to return it to him. Lay it at his feet. He wants to turn it for good. He wants to change it to a situation that will be a blessing to others. Now remember, Samuel became her wine. How? Samuel served Israel. And the Bible recorded that none of his words fell to the ground. He was a blessing to the people of Israel because a lady called Hannah decided to turn her grapes to wine. I pray for you out there, you woman, you daughter, you sister, you mother, you watching me. No matter the situation you have in that home, as a helpful woman, I want you to turn that grapes to wine. Let that situation turn around as you present it before God, become a blessing to others, and the Lord will be glorified because He actually put you there to be a blessing to your generation. God bless you till I come.